Grafitna Malbec and a Robusto Nero Mexican San Andres. Grafitna. I like the Grafitna. I like a lot of the Malbecs. How's everybody doing? This is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time. So now let's stop time and just talk a little bit about life. Pretty windy right here in Esteli, Nicaragua. It shows 81, but it really feels like a 76, 76, 77. Not really 81, unless you're in the sun. Malbec, it doesn't have really a bite. It's not like a Coronet, a Grafitna Malbec, and it goes really good with Mexican San Andres for my palate. Okay, for my palate. You probably enjoy with bourbon, whiskey. I'm still working myself up to get to bourbon whiskey. I enjoy more of a good wine. And I was almost finished with a torpedo. So I said, no, I can't start a Sunday live with a cigar is almost done. So we're gonna light up a Nero Robusto. My kids are playing in the street, speaking Spanish. I'm having a blast. I'm having a blast coming to Nicaragua. We had a lot of progress at the box shop, at the CNC cigar box of Nicaragua. We had a lot of progress. We got the line organized again and different to how it used to look before. I think more strategically now, so we have more quality inspections during the process. I added another conveyor, 5-foot conveyor, between the assembly line and the next table where they're going to place hinges. So on that 5 feet, it can be one person on one side, one person on the other side, checking the quality of lids and bottoms with corners to be perfectly, because that will be the first quality control area. That will be the first one. If a box is not well assembled right there, there's no need to keep going to putting hinges or adding more work if the box wasn't well assembled. So that was a big. We went and laminated 2 big tables. The first table was a smaller, and we broke the whole lamination. It was a mess. But we did it, and we learned from those mistakes with the first table. The second table was 4x8, and it came out perfect. I'm glad we did the small one first week, because we broke the laminate in like 4 pieces. But I learned. I never done laminated before, so I learned from that. So the second table, it came out perfectly. We used a router to do the edges, and it came out beautiful. You know, live and learn. My good friend Jerry Troya's father, that is 95. Thank you, Ken. That he's 95. He says one time I got to their shop. We were doing some welding, and he said, "Hey, Yanko, how you doing?" And I reply, "Mr. Troya, how are you?" Good. He's 95, and he's still working on a machine shop, picking up steel and crazy. And he says, Yanko, you know what experience is? I said, Mr. Troy, I have an idea. I have an idea what. Hello, Ravel, how are you? I have an idea what experience is, but please share with me your point of view. And he said, experience is not more than an accumulation of errors through the years. So every time I'm making errors, every time I make a mistake, I kind of understand right there that I'm getting experience. Some experience are expensive than the other ones, but I understand that every time we make a mistake, we gather an experience. Next time we laminate, that is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. And I'm going to do a small reel on YouTube and Facebook showing the progress, showing how the line is looking. So in case anybody has any suggestions, we on time. I'm going to explain it real quick, no more than 60 seconds during this week, and any input, it will be well appreciated. It is funny how the energy works. It's 3 p.m. I'm doing my live, and now the family, everybody's communicating through WhatsApp, so I get all the. But let's get back to the shop. The shop is looking great. Everything's aligning. I keep my strong faith. That when we are done with the second floor booth paint, that has to be done this week, and the table, the screen printing table, when we are done and the universe sees that we are done, we will get the order. We will get the order from this big company that we are waiting for. But yesterday when I went to sleep, I don't know if it was a deja vu or me preparing myself, I kind of had an idea that I was getting the order this starting week. We're not ready yet for the order, but we'll have to make ourselves ready if the order comes this week. I just had a feeling that this week we're getting the order. What? In the meantime, we got a call from a prior customer that we did 400 boxes, Jamaican something. It's a bunch of colors, green, yellow, black, pretty difficult box. We got a call from him to please come by to the shop now and get the cigars, that I need 400 boxes for samples. The same story that he said the first time. It's only 400 boxes because it's for samples. So I asked the lady that I have in the office, don't he said the same thing the first week, that it was 400 boxes for samples? He's trying to hide to give him a better price, or I don't know. And then he wanted us to hurry up and go, and I said no, tell him that we're going on Monday, because in here in Nicaragua, in Esteli, they have that mentality. They don't plan ahead, and they want everything for yesterday. And I don't work like that. Every Sunday after I have breakfast and mentor my kids, mentor my family, share with them how was my week. How was my week? And see, now they're speaking Spanish, riding bikes with a friend, Mia. They loving it. Now I get to drive my little truck. Before I was lending it to an employee, but he's not with us anymore. So I get to drive my little truck, and the family has the Santa Fe. Really nice Santa Fe we have here. We are blessed that we have a nice car to go out as a family. And as you can see, my kids, I'm having a blast. So so I said we going on Monday. We're gonna see you on Monday. And then we also got a phone call from La Familia. They want 2,000 boxes. So we haven't started the big order, but we already have 2 small orders to start. So La Familia, I think we agree on a price. We just gotta make sure how we're gonna get paid and start La Familia order to get people ready, to get people start training people for those 2 orders. I, you know, I got my fears, my concern that I go ahead and hire people, start doing those 2 small orders. The 2 small orders are done, and I don't have anything else, and it will feel pretty bad to send people home again because I don't have anything else. So I need to figure it out how I can align all 3 orders to be at the same time. You know, start the order, the small ones, when I have an idea or when I have already a PO for the big company's order. So there's a lot of doubts in my head right now how to go about it. It is a beautiful day in Esteli. It is a beautiful day in Esteli. I'm loving it. After I finish here, I'm gonna go and see if we can find a house for rent. I want to move to a house. This apartment is great, but it's kind of small. And I've been doing fixing in here. Even that it's a rental, I try to fix as much as I can because I believe that when you rent from someone or every time you walk through the walk of life, every time you're passing by, try to leave things in a better way than when you found it. That's how I go in life. So I've been fixing plumbing, I've been fixing stuff. The first floor half bathroom, it always stinks. And it was the P-trap, it was disconnected from the wall, just placed in there. So I got them out, clean it. In here is all rubber, the connections are rubber, are not really airtight. So I went and applied silicone, push them in, close it. That's it. No more stinky bathroom. My wife was pretty happy. And you know, a lot of sealing, seal the windows so the dust doesn't come in. So I guess when we leave the apartment, the owner will be pretty satisfied that we take care of it and we left it in a better way than we got them. We put the door stops, we put sealers on the bottom of the doors so no dust comes in. So there was a window broken and I paid for the glass. They had no screens. I ordered screens, pay out of my pocket and fix the glass. So we're leaving it in a better shape, and that makes me feel good. She doesn't owe me anything. I don't owe anything to her, but that makes me feel good that I'm leaving and I'm leaving the place in a better way. And I wish everybody understand that is karma. That's how it's supposed to be. You can't be renting or going into a place and with the mentality, this is not mine. It is yours because you're sleeping there, you're making a life there, so it is yours. You don't own the title, but it's your home. At this moment, this apartment is my home in Nicaragua. Same way with the building where the factory is. We're doing a lot of additions. On the back, there was an open space from the second floor to the first floor, you can see. And I did a floor so I can put my water tank, so I can do a lunch area. And you don't take that when you leave. And how things are looking, how things are projecting, or I buy the building, or I buy the building from the lady who owns it and leave that little shop there and build the other one and have both working, because it looks like we're gonna outgrow the space really quick. This, we haven't started yet, and people talking about it, people realizing how fast we can make these boxes. They understanding that we came to disrupt an industry. We came to change the industry. And it's going to be a matter of time for them to start accepting that it doesn't have to be all the time the gold hinges, gold latch, the glossy. There's a better ways to bring a product up, make it look good with this technology. And we are discovering little by little. And because the smaller percentage compared to who are making the boxes right now in the industry, the big percentage that we have, the smaller percentage of work labor, people working with their hands, compared to them, I think we are at least 40, 50, 60% less employees to do a beautiful packaging. And that is a win-win situation for everyone in the industry. The guy that is making the cigars is getting better pricing boxes, and we're already seeing it. Boxes in here, they're $8, $7.50, and we are at least 40%, 35%, 30% below those prices, and with a comparable packaging. And it's not that I'm giving it for ship or anything. I believe I'm doing it right. Everybody will be making a living, and the producer will get a good pricing on their packaging. It's up to them if he wants to pass it on to their customers or he wants to keep making the same kind of profit. It's up to them. I didn't come here with the mentality of competing on pricing, like if, by a little bit. If someone was selling for $7.50, okay, I'm gonna sell a $7, or no. I did my numbers, and I said this worked for us, and it's gonna work for the cigar manufacturing because it's getting a lot cheaper box. Let's go. And it's looking pretty promising. We have 2 people on board. They're not working full time with me, but they've been coming to get to know me. And the more I get them involved in the procedures, how everything is done, they finally realize that I came here to disrupt this packaging industry. You can see their eyes when I do things and how fast we get a prototype done. They go, wow, in our factory, we got to do this, we got to do that. I said, no, not here. Once you got the digital format, you cut and glue and you're done. Paint, that's it. And they're astonished how beautiful boxes we can make with this technology. So it's going to be a matter of time for the industry to go, this is the way to go. To industry to wake up and understand that this is the way to go. They've been asking me, Yanko, but don't you think we can do this like so and so? And I go, no, I don't want to do this like so and so. I don't want to do this like so and so. No, but we can sand, we can do this. And no. We want to do something that compares to what so and so is doing. You put his box and you put ours. And the same quality, same look, finish, no metal hinges, no metal latch. I am commit to always do a biodegradable box. I'm committed to that. It's like God put it on my hands. Someone in here at Oliva Cigars spotted. The lady spotted. She said, wow, you're doing biodegradable boxes. And I said, You know what? Yeah. There's no metals. There's no nails. You're right. And it's plywood. I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, it's a byproduct. I said, oh, my box is going to be biodegradable. So whatever box we make to compare to sewing $16 box, mine is going to look better with his. There's wholesale. We will see how many more factories we need to open to be able to supply the demand. I'm always years ahead, and I'm already thinking how I can do hinges besides wood. I thought about metal, and I said, no, 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 no. We got to stay on the degradable idea. So we need to use some kind of plastics, plexiglass that are also bio. They can, and there's a lot of companies now working on plastic like that, from fibers and things like that, that it's not gonna damage the nature. So the really nice boxes, we can go to nice smooth plastic hinges that we will make on the laser cutters. The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited that I have people here that believe in what I'm doing, that want to be part of it, and then that we bring in something totally new to the industry. My customers seen it many times, and believe me, what you guys have seen on my boxes from Tabanero Cigars, in here is now at another level, at another level. You will see pretty soon. So 2 small orders line up. They want to start as soon as I can. When I ask them when they need the boxes, they look at me like, no, yesterday. Yeah, I know. Everything in here with the small guys, they leave it for later, and then when they want things done, they want you to make up the time. And a few people that kind of have talked to me, or even the 2 guys that have been helping me out. Sometimes they get confused and they think it's a photocopier. They think it's a printer. And I go, no, this is not a printer. This is not a UV printer. This is not a industrial press. No, this is not like you set something and you keep pressing and pressing and pressing. No, no, no. This is a little bit more complicated because they're really afraid, concerned that they're gonna copy the technology pretty soon. I said, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid, and I know for sure that they're gonna start copying the technology. But I'm the first one, and I feel strongly that I'm ahead of the game. I'm ahead of the game to what we are doing. And to stay reliable, to stay not reliable, to stay relevant, to stay relevant in any industry right now, is to keep innovating, and whatever you are doing is to help someone else to make a living, to make money, to make profit. So that's the mentality that I always keep. When it comes to Tabanero Cigars in the state, well, I'm giving my customers peace of mind by delivering a good product that allow them to relax, reflect, enjoy those stop time alone to somehow better their life. And in here, I'm helping the cigar producers to have a better product, reliable, being on time, a better pricing, so I can keep their cost lower, and then make them and help them to make money. So again, I'm always emphasizing that we're here to serve others. So I'm really enjoying it, that I'm in both spectrums of the industry. I'm serving two different clientele and with the best of me, my creativity, my imagination. I promised that because I haven't done it before, because it wasn't looking too good, but I'm going to do a short video and explain so far what we did on Monday and post it so you guys can see. So you guys can see how much we are progressing. We receive, if I'm not mistaken, the two motorcycle jacks that they're gonna higher and lower platform for screen printing. So the employee doesn't have to be bending his arm, his elbow like that. So it's level when he's. So we moving, instead of moving the arm, how they are got used to here in Nicaragua, we're moving the platform, the bottom. So they work correctly. So whatever height you are, they can work correctly. We got to do things right. So I did my list already this morning of everything that needs to be done during the week. And that's how I roll. That's how I work on Sunday. That everything is quiet. I sit down after breakfast, I spend time with my family, light up a cigar, and work on my list for the week. Work on my list for the week. Or everything that needs to be done. And it feels great. Sundays when you're working on the next list and you're reviewing the past list, and you go, man, done, 50%. It feels extremely good. And that way, when Monday's here, I truly have a purpose for the week. What is that I'm doing during the week? And I'm passing it on to my kids. I'm passing it on to my kids. And in here in Nicaragua, because again, I wasn't as active with things to do in Tampa. I was more in the creativity side. In here, I'm more into manufacturing. I'm going back again of doing my list every Sunday. And my wife would sit here and I ask about her list. Okay, what do you got for this week? And then we talked about it. And she would tell me, well, I got this done, I got this done. Last week, we transferred all the personal mobile numbers, internet service accounts from here, from the shop. They were residential. We put everything under the company. So that was a bigger shipment last week for her. That was her. And she also she's almost done with last year on QuickBooks. And we started putting everything on January on QuickBooks. So this year, all is going to be QuickBooks. Like I learned in the United States and like it's supposed to be done. No a gazillion of Excel spreadsheets and paperwork. No. QuickBooks. Everything on QuickBooks. We update a lot of the inventory in here. It's not as crazy as Tampa because there's no cigars, but in here is tools, materials. So the inventory is top notch in here. So we're ready to start the year. We're ready to start the year. We're ready to start the year. I'm really excited, really happy. I got good people on my side. That little by little, I will introduce them to you guys when I start doing live from the shop and introduce them to you. Perfect combination. That dark chocolate roasted almonds with this Malbec, perfect combination. Cheers. So it was a great week. I tried a few new cigars, blends. I think when I finished with the production line, when I looked at them and hopefully the order's here and I'm concentrate and have good people to help me out with everything, I will sit down with a good roller that I met years ago here and I start working on the blends that I've been trying and things that I want to work for you guys. So I can ship to US and send it to you guys and send you the blend and a piece of note, personal note, to ask you what do you think, what notes do you spot, and help me out on design the new brand, which we already got labels, we already got bundle labels, because I'm gonna do also bundles on that cigar, and it's called Momentum. 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 Guys, thank you very much. It's been 30 minutes, and I enjoy it. Talking to you guys, I'm basically talking to myself, documenting everything that happened in the week. As soon as I finish, I go on my phone and make more notes, because when I was talking to you, talking to myself, I get a better idea where I am and where I need to go. Again, I'm always making emphasis on our purpose, why we're here. I've been telling the guys here, one is my age, one is 45, and the other one is I keep telling them that they got to be really careful with that instant gratification. They got to be really careful with that. They have to be careful that they're jumping on my wagon, but they're not going to go as fast as I've been going, because I've been doing it for 15 years. It's going to take some time for them to get up to speed. So they got to be patient. I have been sharing with them the smartphone. All it does, if we're not in control, all it does is make us really dependable and really stupid. So to be careful with their phones, to understand their phone is a computer, to put it to work, to work. It's not to entertain ourselves. We need the entire concentration on what we are doing at the moment. So zero tolerance with the phone. If you're in the shop and you need to be entertained with the phone, means that you're not enjoying what you're doing. You should continue to find something that really grasps your attention, your concentration, and you're not with the smartphone that makes you stupid. My name is Yanko Maceda, founder of Tabanero Cigars, where we believe in the enjoyment of craftsmanship that allows you to stop time, reflect on life, and plan the future ahead. Happy Sunday.